Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It's going to be 31 days of Horrortober, day 25. I'm bringing you guys reviews daily for the month of October for horror films, and we're going to get into day 25. So, everyone, sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get into day 25. Another first time watch for me. And this is going to be 1968's Corruption, starring Peter Cushing. This is directed by Robert Hartford Davis. He directed Black Gun from 1972. That sounds like a blaxploitation film. Gonks Go Beat from 1964. So he directed some earlier films here. This one is a Grindhouse releasing, and it does have the Grindhouse intro right away. That got me really excited. I like those type of films. So this stars, like I said, Peter Cushing. He needs no introduction. Hammer, Amicus Films. And then we got Sue Lloyd, who plays his fiance in this. So that's the cast there. Let's get into this film. This film is kind of like a sleazy, kind of psychosexual slasher film. You're not gonna see like all the crazy stuff you'd see like in an '80s one, because this is like not '68, but it is. It is pretty. I'd say it's pretty extreme for a 1968 film. So let's get into the film. You got pretty much Peter Cushing playing a surgeon. His name's Sir John Rowan, and he has a fiance, Lynn, and they're pretty much getting ready to spend their lives together. She's pretty happy because he's a surgeon. She knows that he's a real successful person. They go to this real like psychedelic party where they're partying with friends. She's pretty much the fiance is like a kind of a model. She does for photography and stuff like that. Poses for like photo shoots and magazines and stuff. So they go to this party with her pretty much photographer that takes her pictures. There's a bunch of people. It's real gives me a real late 60s, early 70s vibe. It's psychedelic, this party. It's real odd and extreme, you know how those times were. But anyways, as they're at this party, they start to get a little, drunk there. Um, Peter Cushing plays John Rowan. Well, he's a surgeon. John, I'll call him John. He's kind of doesn't fit in. He's kind of bored, wants to go home, but his fiance is still having fun. So this leads to pretty much her getting drunk. They're taking photos of her photographer, which he's telling her to pretty much take her clothes off, and he's real flirty. And John pretty much gets jealous and tells her to, that's it, put her clothes on. And the photographer pretty much tells him to step off. They get into a scuffle, and as they're in a scuffle, there's these heated lamps that are around the set that while they're fighting, it tips over and falls on the fiance and burns her badly. So she's rushed to a hospital. He's feeling really bad. John, they're there by her side. Her sister shows up, and the surgeon pretty much says that he can't do nothing about it. Pretty much she's gonna have a scar on her face, which is real extreme for her because she relies on her face for her job. So she's pretty down, depressed. She doesn't want to get out of bed, and John's pretty much telling her he wants to make it up to her. So he starts to study pretty much about, I'd say about like how to repair skin. So he experiments on her, and he tries baby skin. I guess like leftover baby skin, something like that they had there in the morgue. He takes it and pretty much tries it on her, and it's successful. So she's happy. Her face is back to normal. They go on a vacation, and then as they get back, you got this surgeon. He's starting to see the sister, his assistant surgeon, the one who's pretty much warning him not to do this. He's seen Lynn's sister. So they get back early. They know something's wrong. She rushes in. Her face is even worse than before. She has it like mutated or scarred on the side, and it's a fail. So John says, "Well, don't be down." He tells her because she's depressed again. He's all, "I tried it with baby skin. Let's try like real live tissues and skin." So he pretty much goes into to murder. He goes into the murder aspect. He picks off a prostitute and pretty much murders her and steals her skin and tries it on her, and it's successful. It works longer. So now she gets addicted, and the fiance is like telling him, "Well, don't ever let my skin go back to how it was." She pretty much goes a little nuts herself. She's advising John to go, kill these ladies and take their skin. So they go into a deeper murder spree, just killing women to keep that active tissue alive for his fiance. And as John's doing this, Peter Cushing, he starts to go pretty mad. You see these like real psychedelic, odd scenes where he's losing his mind. It looks real dirty and sweaty and grimy. It reminded me of like Maniac in a way. Um, and he starts to kill these ladies off. And as he's doing that, he's bringing live heads and tissue into their house and stuff like that, putting them in the freezers, saving the skin. So they run into this. It's pretty much, I'd say, runaway, and she's got this crew. They overtake the house, and they start to suspect that they're nuts as well, and it turns into this pretty crazy ending showdown, man. And I thought it was like insane. I liked it, real cool. The ending, it goes to like a psychedelic nut, and like I said, insane ending there. That's all I could talk about the film. This one's real grindhouse like, and I could see inspirations. It's like if Maniac was made in the '60s, this is what it would be. So we get that. It's a British film, so you have the British style. I'd consider this kind of like a psychosexual, in a way, slasher. It's very atmospheric and sleazy. You got, like I said, like late '60s, early '70s psychedelic scenes, and yeah, this film, it's could tell it opened the brand or market there for like films like Maniac, and you got like that like Torso, Blood Feast. I don't know when Blood Feast was made, but this one definitely is like right there with it. Herschel Gordon Lewis, Blood Feast. I would compare that a lot to this in ways, not story wise, but style. So I'm gonna get into my thoughts and opinions, guys. I really enjoyed this film. It's right up my alley. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Peter Cushing in a different role. You usually see him as this calm, hero, or sometimes psycho in his old Hammer films, but this one, he's nuts, man. He's just a great psychotic killer in this film. So yeah, I'm gonna recommend this film. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it out there to check it out. This is 1968's Corruption, starring Peter Cushing. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Hit a like, comment, subscribe. Happy October, everyone. Everyone be kind to each other. This is Undead Nightmare 24, back with a video. Keep it horror. Peace.